Launch monitors, absolute maze. I get it. How do you know where to go? How do you know what to do? You are out there shopping for one. Do you even need one? Let's just cover that first before we even get into it. Okay, hit that subscribe. Once you're in there, then I can talk to you. Until then, I got nothing. Launch monitor and the information. I'm out here beating balls at the Kingdom. I love this place. But what's the point if I don't have data and I can't tell what's going on? Right there, I've got 4 tabs that have given me exactly what I want to see, and the 4 that I've picked on here to make it easy. Now, why are you calling this out, Trotty? Because it's not too much information, is it? I've got club path, launch, spin, face to path. Things that I'm working on. Why I like the full swing, and look for this in any monitor that you are going for. It can get even more simple than that. So I can just move to one tab, which I've just pulled up here, which is face to path. So once you have that information, you do not have to overcomplicate anything. Too much information this time of the year can be a killer, but knowing what you're looking for is great. If you're using this as a fitting tool, all the data points that are available are crucial, and it has everything that I need. Launch, spin. By the way, if it has everything I need, it has everything you need too. But it's gonna give me apex, it's gonna give me club path, it's gonna give me attack angle, key numbers that are required for fitting. The main one, which at the end of the day is absolutely why you need this, is it has carry and it has total. So if in its simplest form, you're out there looking for a monitor, then you better make sure you get one that's trusted, because at the end of the day, you're gonna go on those numbers in order to help with your golf game. What I love about this particular one is that it builds you a profile. I'm not gonna exit out of it yet, but if you exit out of your session, it will then give you data on where were you hitting? Were you left? Were you right? Were you in the spot? Were you hitting an iron? I noticed after having this for a few weeks, I hadn't hit any long irons. Then I looked at my clip data and realized, well, hold on a minute, you're shocking on your approach play, but you never hit balls with a long iron. So a launch monitor can not only help you as a fitter, but it can also help you as a player, because it's going to highlight, providing it's a good system, areas of your game that you're not focusing on or you need to work on. I think like anything, when we're looking to buy something that is so crucial for our game, you want to know what players are using it. Just like if you're buying any product, you want to know who is using what. These guys, Tiger Woods. Is there a name in golf that isn't more valid, has more weight than that? The answer is no. But guess what? If I go just below that, DJ, John Rahm, all use this product, and you can go on and on. And when you go to the full swing facility that we've been fortunate to do, the names and the faces down the walls there is crazy. But this actual monitor is used by the best players in the world. So I know that if they're trusting it, then I can, whether it be for fitting or whether it be for hitting, I know that this monitor is giving me accurate data for me. Again, I can work on stuff with it. This is face to path. I can get some consistency. But if I dive more into the numbers, it'll build a nice chart of everything you need, from smash factor through to spin access, through to apex, through to all the data that's going to help you improve as a golfer. Now, why, again, on the final piece, would you need this? Because it can help you, of course, with your club choices. Recently, I fired in the P-DHY as a 3-iron, but why did you do this? Because the apex was coming out low on the 3-iron. I knew by going into the P-DHY, I could change the apex of the golf shot. I knew I had a gap between, and actually we've gone brand new 3-wood, which you'll have seen in the What's in the Bag video. This was always one that was work in process. Now we've gone brand new 3-wood as well. But I know that the gapping between those two areas, and I also know the price of those at retail. So it's a decision you want to get right. And as soon as you get them, you want to know what the club is capable of. So I can tell you now that I can pop out my gapping on this. I can get a region of the height out of the golf club, and then I can straight away compare it to this. And the other feature that I think is massive that you got to make sure, and it's a big one for full swing that I wanted, was normalized. Today there's no real difference. That carried 209. It ran on to 237, but if I go normalized, it only changed to 212. Now, what is normalized? Normalized is going to be with no wind. Again, it's perfect here today in California, but no wind and taking out of the elements of this golf club. But you can get an understanding that if that club goes out to 237, yes, it runs out a bit, and then I throw in my new 3-wood, which is actually going a little shorter than what I would have expected. So I can then come back here, check the spin rate, check the flight, and wonder why, and make any relevant adjustments to the 3-wood to see what's going on. So let's see if I can at least get 245 out of this, or 230. 245 is a good number. Good golf shot. You can confirm how the delivery was. 246 on the carry, and again, looking at the normalized today, it really doesn't change much because the elements aren't touching it, but it's a confirmation. Golf is a tough game. If you can have confirmation that what you're doing is correct, I could tell you the face to path there, minus 0.9, so I'm making my practice session worthwhile. I'm getting feedback all the time, and of course, another area that we haven't touched on is I can throw in the wedge ladders, which we did with Derek Dominski, and then all of a sudden you're really in an area where you can shave a million strokes off your golf game just by working up the different yardages and going, okay, what does a stock one of those look like versus if I'm to hit what feels to me like a half number. So again, let's work in just the one tile because we don't want too much data. I know that that was something that Tiger was a big fan of, so we'll go carry distance, becomes our only piece that we look at there. That was 93, and then I can go, okay, what does half a golf shot feel like? What does that half swing go? And then all of a sudden you're into wedge ladders, 66. You're getting instant feedback as to what feel is. Trust me, that's how you massively improve. The final piece, but this is probably more for tour players or people who move around the country and live in areas of altitude versus sea level. Obviously the golf ball doesn't fly as far. I've just been to Bandon Dunes. That's why I came back here saying to you my 3-wood doesn't feel like it's going as far as it should. It's wet, air's heavy. The air density can change it all. Your launch monitors can confirm it. So there's a lot of reasons to go there. I get it, there's a price tag, but you want the validation from the tour. Tiger, Rahm, DJ are also massive, massive names to validate this product. You've got to have that before you start diving into areas that you can trust in your golf game. Once you've got that, once you've seen good fitters use it, once you've seen great channels use it like this one, then you realize it's something you're going to need. But there's more than just club fitting. This is going to help you as a player. If you want to improve, it's essential as the equipment. 68. So look, you can see here, 68, 66, those little half wedge shots have gone out there, close in yardage. Trust is there. The names, the tour players, trust is there. The brand, trust is there. The tour validation, trust is there. You can enter into this game wherever you see fit. That's on you. You go in wherever you want, but can you trust the area at which you're going in? That would be my main piece of guidance from this whole video. You understand that you practice with it, you can fit golf clubs with it, you can confirm what you're doing. It's an essential piece of your equipment, but be sure, price point is up to you. But if you go in at a level where tour players are at, tour players are validating, you're seeing it on the TV with the best players in the world using it, then you can trust this information. If you can trust it, you can become a better player, just like we say with all the golf equipment. All the links are down below. Check this monitor out, do your research, do your homework. This one has been fantastic to me. It's used by the best, and it's something that I've had a lot of success with, so be sure to check it out.